the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxboro. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxboro. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxboro. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On the ground is Michel. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Big Ceeredd.
10th carry now for Elliott. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Prescott from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Back now in Foxboro. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep, drop deep.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his head. A big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Goes underneath here to White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Stay with your man. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And Michel will find his way in for a Patriots touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry by Elliott, extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check Mike.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 41, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up fourth down now. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw.
Carter, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They come out here in the eye.
Check, check. Watch what he's doing. Watch what he's doing. Tackles, tackles. Kill, kill.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. This is White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back to throw. Brady escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's back to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxboro.